Okay, hey everyone. Okay, so I wanted to do this video earlier, but I didn't have like enough storage on my phone. So it was the storage, and I paid attention to how I needed to complete certain things for today, right? And so I went ahead and I uploaded at least like one of my videos since I only had like 2 hours to like left until the library closed. And it takes a long time for one 20 something minute video to upload, but I got it done, thank God. um, I didn't have to like worry. I didn't like really worry too much about putting an intro and an outro. um, I just wanted to upload everything because I really wanted to get this message out before I head back home. So today, I did receive a call back from one of the you know um, jobs that I applied to, and it was so unexpected. And what ended up happening was I did the best I can during the interview, but I felt like you know um, I said too much during um, with a few of the questions that was asked, and for other questions I felt like I gave like too short of a response. um, and after the call, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is so unexpected, but I'm pretty excited because I did get a call back. But oh my gosh, like, what if he's not gonna call back or whatever? Like, what am I gonna do? Um, and it really reminded me, right, of my mindset now compared to how it was before. Because before, I just would have accepted it that, oh my gosh, I messed up. Ugh, let me just like forget about it. Whereas now, I definitely had to like work more on, having or cultivating like a winning mindset. Um, Having much more of a mindset that problem solves much more effectively. So for me, I was like really, I was quickly reminded of, okay, so this is like what happened. This is how I felt. This is like what I can do. The next steps in my journey, which is, spend some more time doing interview prepping as well as salary negotiation, and focus on that and just do the best that you can. Take notes, um, you know, ask around, maybe like call up the library, see if they offer like any courses or any classes, any workshops that'll like, be helpful for that, or, search YouTube and just get to work. My thing is this, it's like so easy to have a mindset where, um, certain things happen to you and you feel like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is it. This is my sign. Like, I'm not going to be, successful, da 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 da. And the one thing that I really had to understand about, words is how powerful it can be, right? And how you can like use those words, you can use your mindsets to work with you or against you. And I really had to like um, really work on that, really work on that, because I felt like I grew up around people or family members that have a victim mentality, right? A victim mindset. And when you want to become a winner in your own life, whether it's at your job, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your own entrepreneurial endeavors, you have to cultivate a winning mindset so that you can be able to problem solve effectively. So you're seeing the issues and you're being proactive about really helping yourself. If you're not going to be helping yourself out, if you're not gonna like do anything to help yourself out, I, and if you already like made up in your mind that nothing is going to work for you, then it's not going to work for you. And don't be surprised when it doesn't work for you. But if you have a growth mindset, you'll be more open to receiving answers and help and some guidance. So for me, I was open to that. And I came across books, channels, podcasts, and then I had, a hunger for my own growth because it was like certain things kept happening. And, you know, when it comes to like challenges, like they're always going to remind you of your blind spots and what you need to work on. So, I also wanted to talk about, peace and as well as harmony in this life, right? You have the yin and yang, dark and light, but everything is just, change is inevitable, but there is like always like a silver lining in every situation that you're in, right? So whenever you guys are going through something, just know that it's not gonna like last forever, right? Even when it comes to your, when you're having a good time, when and you're happy, when when there's like joy all around, when you're basking in it, just remember that, okay, I'm just gonna enjoy it while it lasts. And when the time comes that it's not gonna be so beautiful or happy go lucky, I have the tools that I need from within to help me bring that back into balance. So I will definitely be focusing more on not just updating my resume or in my cover letters, but definitely spending a bit more time with, preparing for an interview and um, just having a better like mindset. Not that I don't have it already, but I am going to tell you guys that you have to be able to like I don't know, believe or say to yourself, whatever is for me will always be for me. My rejection is my protection at the end of the day. And I know I'm going to be exactly where I need to be. And I trust that. So if you guys, pray, do your prayer work, continue doing it as you improve. I feel like a lot of people, like we get like so stuck in, perfectionism that it really just blocks the hell out of us. And I don't really think that it's like, fair for us to be, I don't know. I know society like wants us to be, perfect or whatever, but I feel like nothing in society is like really is perfect. So it's like why is it that, like that's still being pushed out there? Rome wasn't built in a day and Rome still fell. It still fell. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. And I feel honestly too, like whenever I'm like speaking outside, whenever I'm outside, I feel like I have a better flow. I have an easier time with just communicating my thoughts to you. And please pardon it if, or pardon me if some of the words don't really flow the way that it needs to flow, but I am trying my best to communicate it as best as possible um, to you. And this helps me a lot with being able to express myself with much more ease. Because sometimes, I know for me growing up, that was like something difficult. Um, hmm, and it was difficult because sometimes there were like a lot of times like where I felt, let me like not say anything. Um, but that never really helps the problem. If I were to have a child or, children when they get older, I definitely want them to be able to learn from me. I want to teach them that it's okay to speak up even when you feel a bit scared to. It's just the fact that you have to be able to know when it's the best time for you to speak and how to speak. Sometimes, you want to say your truth, and sometimes, like, it'll have a negative effect. I mean, it's good for you because, like, you still let it out, but it's bad for the other person who may be receiving it because, words can definitely, it carries a vibration. So what I had to learn in my journey is how to communicate more effectively, but communicating it with more grace and with more integrity. Not to say that I didn't have that before, but sometimes I did have a little bit of trouble with that. Even like at the beginning of my YouTube journey as well. Um, I don't know, like I was just like so stuck on like the surface level of things, like how it looked and XYZ, and like the flow really wasn't like it wasn't flowing as well as I'd like. But now it's like I can just, pop up. I can just communicate with you guys about whatever's on my mind and just roll with it. Just flow with it, and that's it. I feel like with these videos, it'll go to the right people. It'll find the right people because that's what happened with me in my own journey. Um, it's just about being a match with certain things that you seek, certain things that you need. You don't really have to think about it. You just got to put it out there. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm also just helping to remind myself that it's not always about perfection. It's just mainly about the journey and what you're learning on the journey, and just being able to do one thing, one or two simple things that's going to help you um, progress in living the life that you so deserve. So whether it's becoming a better communicator, working on your time management, working on being empathetic, working on forgiveness, working on compassion or self-love, working on acquiring a new skill, whatever. You can't give up on you and your journey. Who knows like how many people you're going to be able to reach in your lifetime? Who knows? I know for me, when it's time for me to like leave this planet too, I want to just look back and just say, yeah, man, I'm so proud of how far I came. I'm so proud. I went from this to that. Ow. Get it. I want to be able to say that. No regrets. No regrets. But okay, this is like the last, this is it for me right now. It's getting pretty dark outside, even though it's like freaking 6 o'clock. So I'll be heading back home. But thank you guys so much for listening to me, and I will see you guys tomorrow or whenever I decide to upload another video.